Hello, Sagittarius. How are you? It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I am doing a summer lovin' reading. They haven't all been super summer lovin' and sexy, but the cards, what comes out, comes out. And I also understand that it's not summer in all parts of the world, but it is going to be 87 here in Vermont, so it's about as summery as it gets up here in northern Vermont. So I had already started your spread, and I started babbling about something even more stupid than usual, so I'm started over. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Death card. And so this could, for a love reading, it could mean like if you are in a relationship, that your relationship is going transforming, is going through a new phase. There's new life in it, or maybe you're becoming empty nesters, or you're moving in together. Like something's changing, something's transformed, like it's never going to be the way it was. Maybe you move in together, there's something different, so it's just the status quo has been changed. But I think this is really more of an internal thing for most of the listeners. And that if you're not in a relationship, it's more like you are changing your thoughts about relationships and how you function within one. And I really feel like it's about confidence, and that you have standards and boundaries and certain, expectations or deal breakers that you have. And maybe in the past they are things that you would allow certain behaviors that you knew really weren't acceptable to slip, and allow people, past relationships, to maybe not respect your boundaries and things like that. And you've gotten to a point where you really have developing the amount of self-confidence and self-respect that when you are out dating, if someone does something really, that's just not acceptable, or starts, I don't know, like says something racist, and you're just like, you're done. You're like, that is unacceptable to me, and you move on. And it doesn't become, oh, I'm never going to find anyone, everyone's racist, or you know what I mean, this is never going to work. It doesn't go to some next level. It's just this maturity is like, well, okay, this one didn't work out, that's okay, I'm good by myself, I can count on myself, I'm comfortable with myself, and I'm not, I don't need to settle. It doesn't, and it doesn't mean I have unrealistic expectations, but it just means I have standards, and that I'm going to stick by, and I'm not going to settle for, I'm not going to force relationships or settle for people that aren't, that I know aren't right for me, that what I'm looking for in a partner, and I will risk being alone versus settling for something where, maybe I feel, maybe you've been with partners that have sort of ignored you or shut you out in the past. But you're doing a lot of soul searching and really sitting with things at this point, and being okay with it, feeling the feelings, and really looking and taking accountability for your behavior in past relationships, and how you've handled yourself, and you're kind of like, I've really grown, I've really matured, and now I know if when I meet new people that that it will be different this time. You do have this beautiful 10 of Cups. And I like it over here with the Fool, because what this is saying to me is, what your happily ever after is. And it's not the superficial thing that I think we have. Sure, when we're young, you want the, oh, I'm going to fall in love, or I'm going to have kids, and blah, 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 blah. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but you're like, I need the person that I connect with, that we have the same views about things, and they're really gonna there to support me. Like, I'm not gonna just go after the hottest guy or girl in the bar, because I understand that passion often fades. I'm looking for someone with more depth and substance, that I can really connect to. And I'm open now to dating. Maybe you've been closed off because of past experiences, and you realize maybe some relationships haven't worked out because you haven't truly been open to it. You've been, waiting for the other shoe to drop, or putting sort of stories and issues from old relationships onto new partners, and maybe even self-sabotaging some. And I see it, like, again, all of that, like, you're done with all of that. What does it say? Let go of the past. An ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. And you're ready. You are ready. You're like, okay, I am ready to put myself out there. What does it say? I hope you can't hear that. Very loud motorcycle. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. Again, confidence, trusting yourself. If you are out dating, or you do start seeing someone, you see a red flag, you'll get out this time. You won't make excuses. You won't be in denial. You won't rationalize other people's behavior. You're like, okay, this isn't working. End of story. I've never tried online dating. I don't know. I know so many people who, like, literally found the love of their lives. So I don't know why I'm being stubborn about it. But this really does, and this is a Saggy reading, point to trying online dating, or maybe meeting someone like through Facebook or something, some sort of group. I know someone who met, she likes to climb, like rock climb, and was in a group on Facebook, and of mutual friends, and this guy she didn't really know but was friends of friends was like, anyone want to go climbing today? And she was like, I do want to go climbing today. Why don't I just go climbing? And she said, sure, I'll meet you there. Now they're dating. You know what I mean? So it's like, you never know. So putting yourself out there, my version of sitting here and expecting someone to show up at your door, it doesn't work. Who knew? Again, getting out there, doing meetups, whatever you're into, go out there and doing it. Sign up for a class, sign up for online groups, things like that. Because even if, like, say you're a woman that dates men and you're into knitting, I keep using this example, and you're like, not many men knit. So I'm pretty sure, Jen, that pursuing my knitting passion isn't going to lead me to my next relationship. But you don't know, maybe there will be a lady there who has a single brother. You know what I mean? So it's really like, live your life, live your passion, get up and go. And I think that's what's going to lead you to this new person. It might be someone you meet at work too. So that's always obviously comes with caveats, but it doesn't mean it can't work out. Plenty of people have met at work and have lived happily ever after. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Did I just say that? Maybe not. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. So a nice little nugget of positivity for your work there too. What does this say? An emotionally fulfilling life with family and friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Yeah, I feel like some trust issues you've dealt with. Like, maybe you used to be, that's what this card is releasing. Maybe you used to be really suspicious. Maybe someone cheated on you before, and now you're just like, you know what? I'll just deal with it. Like, I can't keep punishing new relationships for the sins of past significant others, and I need to just go for it and take a leap of faith and just get out there again and see what happens, and not have this predetermined story in my head of, okay, this is what's going to go, and I never find anyone good, and like letting go of that negativity and just having a much more carefree and, hey, let's just see what happens. Let's just see where it goes. Type attitude, and not putting so much weight and meaning. Like, it's kind of like when you go to a job interview. I used to, if I went to a job interview when I was younger and I didn't get the job, it was like, I'm humiliated. I'm never going to do that again. That was horrible. And now I'll go and I'm like, hey, that's okay. It probably wasn't meant to be. And it's, interviewing is great experience, because if you only, it's a skill, and it's something that can use practice. So maybe the same way with dating, getting out there, not taking it too seriously, and knowing that the chances of you really matching with someone, there's going to be less likely, or you'll have more dates, and only a few of those would potentially be something that could blossom into a relationship. And just having sort of that mindset and being okay with it can help you get out there and meet people. Let's see, I didn't do this for other signs, but I'm gonna pull one of these daily guidance from your angels card, because why not? So now people have, well, this is a pretty sexy card actually, right here in the middle, like meeting someone, like where you have a mutual passion, which in turn will make you passionate about each other. And there is the happily ever after card. So again, definitely get out there and pursue the things you really love to do. Cards haven't been jumping out today. We'll get that one. There's nothing to worry about. You are safe, and the situation is under perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. That kind of goes along with what I was saying, I think. So, watch your moon, rising, and Venus sign. Sometimes those can be good for a love reading. So again, sorry, not super sexy, no Two of Cups and Knight of Wands and all that stuff, but I think in the long run, a lot of really important energy to preparing yourself to be ready to bring that person into your life. Thanks, Sag. See ya.